This is Farmer Joe, and he's got a big problem.
See, in Joe's town, everyone uses apples to buy stuff. Apples are money. 1 apple equals 1 sandwich. 10 apples equals 1 pair of shoes. Easy, right? But here's the problem. Lately, the price of everything in Appletown keeps going up. That's called inflation. You might think, boring, but stick with me because once you see how apples work in this world, you'll understand why your apple isn't yielding as much as it used to, and why that $9 strawberry shortcake might cost $12 next year. Every year, Joe harvests apples and trades them in the marketplace. Apples are the lifeblood of the economy. Workers get paid in apples, businesses earn apples, and even taxes are collected in apples. But sometimes the apple bank steps in. They can print new apples out of thin air. Digital apples, paper apples, it doesn't matter. Suddenly, there are way more apples in circulation. At first, this feels amazing. Everyone's rich with apples. Workers get raises. Shopkeepers see more customers. Even grandma finds a few extra apples in her purse. But here's the catch. When there are more apples, the value of each apple drops. Imagine this. Yesterday, you bought a sandwich for 1 apple. Today, because everyone has extra apples, the seller thinks, why not charge 2 apples? And people still pay because they've got apples to spare. Suddenly, what used to be affordable now costs double. Shoes? Forget 10 apples. They're now 20. Rent? That's going up too. Your savings? Still the same number of apples, but they buy less and less. This shrinking value of apples is inflation. Now, you might say, who cares? I barely have apples anyway, I get it. But here's why you should care. Your savings rot like apples left out in the hot sun. Your salary buys fewer groceries. That shiny new phone? It now costs a whole bushel of apples. Inflation is sneaky. It doesn't just make stuff more expensive. It makes your time and effort worth less. You're working just as hard, maybe harder, but walking away with apples that stretch less every year. And here's something people don't talk about. Inflation doesn't always look the same. Sometimes it's fast and obvious prices jump overnight. That's called hyperinflation. Other times, it's slow, creeping, almost invisible. 1 apple here, 1 apple there. Until 10 years later, your grocery bill has doubled. And sometimes, inflation hides in plain sight. The product stays the same price, but the bag of chips, half the size. That's caused shrinkflation, paying the same number of apples, but getting less for it. So what can Farmer Joe and the Apple Bank actually do? Grow the economy. If Appletown produces more sandwiches, more shoes, more houses, then the extra apples are balanced out by extra stuff to buy. But growth takes time. Raise interest rates. This makes borrowing apples more expensive. People think twice before taking loans. Businesses slow down a little, and fewer apples flood the market. None of these options are painless. But without tough choices, Appletown risks turning into rotten Appletown. And here's the kicker. This isn't just Appletown. It's everywhere. Dollars, pesos, euros. They all face inflation. So next time you hear about inflation, just remember, it's not that apples are worth more. It's that your apples are quietly shrinking in value every single day. And unless Appletown makes some tough choices, less printing, smarter spending, stronger growth, then every worker, saver, and dreamer will keep losing apples. If you want me to explain how interest rates and inflation are connected, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more juicy stories just like this.